Nah, I don't even care. I don't even know who he is.
Well, listen here you little shit, I do not give a fuck about you and your stupid fucking attitude, or for that matter your horrible cringy stupid YouTube channel. You are coming with us, you little bitch.
Dude, chill. No need to get offended because I don't want to roleplay with you, dude.
Hi, I'm Agent Jones. I apologize for my assistant here. He is kinda new.
Your assistant is a fucking idiot.
Hey, language. And just because he's British does not make him stupid.
Who said anything about him being British? He's just an idiot.
Fair. Anyway, you're coming with us.
Hey everyone, me here. This is currently my self-conscious. How exactly is that supposed to work? Yeah, I don't really know. Last thing I knew is that I got shot by a blonde dude. In the meantime, while we wait for my dumbass to wake up, assuming that I lived, why don't we talk about EA's best developer? Me personally, I think Respawn is EA's best developer. And so without further ado, let's go and see why I think that, shall we? So the story of Respawn Entertainment begins with Jason West and Vince Zampella, who were originally lead developers for Infinity Ward, the developers of Call of Duty, specifically the Modern Warfare series. They originally just wanted creative control of the Call of Duty series, and well, one thing led to another, they were fired. Now Activision alleged that Vince and Jason were co-conspirators, small-minded executives, and motivated by envy and personal greed. This is real. This is very ironic coming from Activision. It's super ironic. In April of 2010, which would be a month after being fired, the duo set on to create the studio we all know today as Respawn Entertainment. Now after them being fired, 46 Infinity Ward employees resigned, 38 of which would go work for Respawn. They would then go on to work with EA, which was a very questionable choice. They would then set on to make their very first game. This game was revealed at E3 2011, releasing March 11th of 2014 to pretty good success. It sold 925,000 copies in its first few weeks, which is very good for a studio's first game, especially making a shooting game, which is very different from its competition. This game was very good, and it was exclusive to the Xbox? What the fuck? Man, we actually had a W during that gen. That even surprises me. It was available on the Xbox One and for some reason the Xbox 360, and just like every Xbox exclusive on PC. Now, Titanfall today is not available as apparently they pulled it from being sold, which is a smart choice. The game is so unplayable, it's embarrassing. One of its problems though for Xbox is that you need Xbox Live to play it. And now that may seem normal because other games like Halo, Battlefield, Call of Duty, they all require you to play online. You needed it to play the campaign. Yeah, for some reason, they made the campaign like an online co-op experience, which was kind of questionable. I personally did not like it, and I barely got through the campaign because I didn't want to play co-op. Now, something cool about this game is that there really wasn't microtransactions. You pretty much earned everything in-game, which that is kind of surprising. It's an EA published game during the Xbox One and PS4 generation. You would think there was like loot boxes or something, at least. This isn't something I should be praising for a game at all, but like, still, I am glad that there isn't anything in there. The game was very well received by critics and okay with users. In terms of competition, it had Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Destiny, and Halo Master Chief Collection. And it came out first, and even with Halo Master Chief Collection having a horrific launch, it was safe to say it was probably the best first-person shooter to come out that year, compared to everything it was competing with. Now after that, they would go on to their next project, being releasing in October 28th of 2016. Yeah, only 2 years after Titanfall, there's already a sequel. And this was pretty much an improvement over the first game in almost every way for the most part. Unfortunately, EA, being the absolute dumbasses that they are, they decided to release it a week after Battlefield 1. Clearly, with this information, you can already tell which game sold more. I really wish that they pushed off one of these games at least a few months after the other releases, just so like Titanfall 2 wouldn't get screwed over by releasing around the same time. One of the improvements, and this is my favorite, does not require Xbox Live, so yes, you can, in fact, play the single player campaign. And it is an amazing campaign, way better than any COD campaign that has came out after Black Ops. This game was released for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. Smart move because they would get more money from it being both on Xbox and PlayStation rather than keeping it to Xbox. And let's be honest, it was never going to be able to run on a 360. I'm sorry, it wouldn't. I'm not going to go on any longer with this game because I feel like this one deserves its own video 7 years from now. So let's just go and see what Respawn's next project is. What the hell is this? I didn't even know this existed. The Wikipedia page is barely even a full page. That's really concerning. So this game is a real-time strategy game. If you don't know what that is, basically think of Halo Wars or something. This was, of course, not just Respawn's doing, however, they worked with a developer known as Particle City, who was co-founded by Vince Zampella. They've made 2 games, actually not even 2 games. One of them was a canceled game, and it was another Titanfall mobile game, Titanfall Frontlines. Looks like a Clash Royale clone. That definitely would not have went well. It's really funny, because this game didn't even last a full year. The game released August 10th of 2017, but they shut it down like July 30th, 2018. Less than 2 weeks before being a year old. Honestly, I don't even know what to say about this. Let's just move on to their next actual project. Releasing February 4th of 2019, this was a surprise game. Like, they did no marketing for this game at all, and all they did was a live stream promoting the game on YouTube. And the game released the same day. And it just took off, and that's kind of crazy. Of course, the hype didn't really last long much, and now I feel like they did kind of come back, and then they fall off, and they come back again, and then they fall off. Personally, I really like this game. I think it's the only competitor to Fortnite, the only true competitor. There really isn't much to say about this game, so let's just move on to their next project, which is probably one of the most surprising things I've ever seen come out. What is this? A Star Wars game that is single player? Published by EA? This game is amazing. I do plan to make a video on this game in the future, so I won't spend too much time on it. But this game is just amazing. I cannot believe that they actually pulled this off. I'm surprised EA even allowed it to be published. This and Titanfall 2 alone are the 2 main reasons why I think Respawn is EA's best developer. The game is just so great, and it's hard to, like, explain it. Plus, I don't want this video to be, like, 3 hours long of me just explaining why this game is good. So, before I get ahead of myself, let's talk about their next project, which is also a surprise. This is a game I did not even see coming out, and I don't think anyone else did either. If you try to tell me that you saw this coming, you are lying to yourself. You just are. I mean, no one saw Apex coming. Absolutely no one saw Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order to come out. There's no way you saw this coming. Like, come on, Medal of Honor's been dead for so many years up until this point. The game isn't honestly that bad. It's a pretty cool VR game for what I can see. I didn't play it, obviously, because I'm bankrupt, of course. There isn't really much for me to say, but it looks really fun and it looks really good. I want to give it a try. So I know that there's not many games that they made, but I have enjoyed pretty much everything they have made, unlike other developers for EA. Now, if you disagree, I don't care if you disagree. Hope you guys did enjoy this. Subscribe, follow me on all my social media in the description below. If I'm even still alive at this point. Now, I should hopefully be waking up now, assuming I'm still alive. Let's see.
Hey, you're finally awake. I think.
You shot me.
Offended?
Well, yeah, because I could have died.
Learn to scroll!
What even happened while I was dead? Knocked out?
We sold your organs to the government.
You what?
Kidding. We wouldn't make much off yours anyway. We were actually scanning you like it's Halo 3 to see if you were infected.
Infected with what?
It wasn't Ligma, unfortunately, but you were indeed infected by a virus that is currently redacted.
Well, right now the current issue is that we need to make sure you are capable of fighting.
First, why would I need to fight? Second, since when were you Australian?
What do you mean? He was always Australian.
I'm just gonna ignore that and just ask the important questions, like, who would I even be fighting?
Morbius.